Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Kellen here from Start Your Systems, and welcome to a brand new little kind of series gameplay thing that we're doing here where we are playing Grand Theft Auto 5, and I'm playing custom maps. And the first one that I'm going to do is actually a map called the Los Santos 1000, which is supposed to be a Baja 1000 style race through Los Santos. And I'm going to be in a trophy truck, and it's part of the Cunning Stunts thing, so there's going to be a few like pretty unrealistic like tube jumps and stuff on that, but the map itself is very long, which is why I wanted to do it. But actually the real reason that I wanted to do the map in general was because the Baja 1000 in real life just happened last weekend, and any viewers to our channel that don't know what the Baja 1000 is or what desert racing is in general, the Baja 1000 is a once-a-year event run by SCORE, which is the sanctioning something off-road events organization, and it's an 866-mile race, or at least it was this last year, through Mexico. It starts, it's in the Baja Peninsula in Mexico, so it's just below California, which is Baja, California. That's why it's called Baja. And it starts in a town called Ensenada, which is right on the edge of the Pacific Ocean, and it goes all over hell and back to do 866 miles, and there's numerous different vehicle classes, and the most popular vehicle class is the trophy truck class, which has a myriad of very famous trophy truck drivers that race it. And this year is won by Rob McCachran, so anybody that's knowledgeable on their trophy truck racing etiquette and all that business probably knows of Rob Mack. And there's also dirt bikes that race it too. There's the Pro Moto Unlimited division, the Pro Moto Limited division, and then a bunch of different limited and non-pro specs of motorcycle racing. And the Pro Moto Unlimited division is usually dominated by the Honda Ox Motorsports team, and it was this year again with the team of Colton Udall winning and Ray Del Saglio's team finishing in second, and they went 1-2, the 1X and the 3X bikes. So that's just to keep you updated on what happened in Baja, but it inspired me to want to do this because I played GTA before a lot with using these trophy trucks and the Cunning Stunts updates, and I always thought, whoops, daisies. Oh, that was interesting. I always personally felt that the trophy trucks had a really good niche in this game because there's so much available in Grand Theft Auto 5 to do, and as you can see, the maps are enormous. The entire map of GTA is enormous, and you can create these super long Baja style races. Now this isn't anywhere close to 1,000 miles. I think in total it's only about 14 miles, and most of it is taken up by basically this really like long dirt straightaways and stuff like that. Most of the race is through dirt though, and then once you get out of this first little mountain section, you end up on the highway again, which in Mexico for the Baja 1000 and the Baja 500 and the Santa Felipe 250 and all that business, they race on the highway as well. They have speed limited zones where they get on the highway and race on the highway like as if they're part of just normal traffic in Mexico. And then they'll eventually get off the highway and continue on the dirt roads through the desert and stuff like that. It's really interesting. If any of you are fans of Baja racing or anything, you already know what I'm talking about. But if you're not, do what you can to do as much research on the racing series that they do, the SCORE International Series, which is I think a 4-race series. But it's super interesting. I'm pretty knowledgeable about most of it, more or less because my 31-year-old brother is a sales rep at Fox Racing Shocks in their off-road sector, which is based here in San Diego. And he's worked there for many years. He's been an international sales rep before. He's basically like a director of the floor at Fox Racing Shocks because a lot of people there are kind of not really knowledgeable in what they're doing, but he's been there for a long time and he knows exactly what's supposed to go on and what happens and all that stuff. And he knows a lot of the people through the off-road industry. He's pretty close to the McMillan family, or at least has been in the past, and he's gone to like Andy McMillan and Luke McMillan's house. So I'm basically name dropping, but these are all just really big names in the off-road industry. Corky McMillan, their dad, started McMillan Homes a long time ago, and Corky has passed on, but they made an absolute fortune in the McMillan Homes sector, and they decided to use that fortune that they had to build trophy trucks and go racing in the desert, and they're a pretty successful family in that respect. But usually, you guys like Rob McCachran, Tavo Vildasola, Abdali Lopez, I'm trying to think who else usually ends up near the top. Robbie Gordon's always kind of a big deal, but he has a lot of car troubles usually. He had another engine failure this year at the Baja race. But I just love the spirit of Baja racing. It's basically like Dakar of SoCal, or of, you know, this particular region of the world, where they get in these behemoth trucks and just go test the time that they have and see how well they can do. It's a timed event, so they go off in different times of the day, and then whoever has the shortest time from the time they go off until the time they return back to Ensenada, where the finish line is the winner. And personally, I've always thought it'd be really cool to maybe partake in the Baja one day. I'd want to have a lot of money to have a good helicopter chase team and stuff like that with me, because there's been several people that have died in the recent years at Baja for crashes and nobody being able to get to them in time and all that business. So I could never ever see myself doing it on a dirt bike. The people that do it on a dirt bike are freaking ballsy. Like, they have huge cojones, no doubt about it, because they you know, one crash at 80 miles per hour in the desert and they could die. I mean, Kurt Caselli, who's a really popular name, died in Baja 3 years ago now, and it was just one of those things, you know. He had a big crash and didn't survive. So I just the guys that do it on the motorbikes, it's unreal. They are probably the ballsiest people to go do that stuff, and I think they get a lot of respect from the guys that race the trophy trucks and the buggies and stuff like that. I mean, there are so many classes. I think there's usually like 1,000 competitors in the 1,000 and the Baja 500 and stuff like that. And there's several classes: trophy truck spec, trophy truck, Baja classes, not Baja classes, buggy classes. So there's like class 1 through class 10, and then there's a myriad of other things. There's UTV classes now. There's quad classes. Very interesting. And while I personally, I mean, I live like 15 minutes from the border to Mexico. I've never been to the Baja races, usually because Mexico can be a pretty gnarly place to go if you've never been. And I have been to Mexico, but not been to the Baja race. And usually we try to avoid Mexico. I mean, I have a lot of really good friends that I've known from they lived in Mexico and stuff like that, but still, it's just, it's not the most pleasant place to go visit. So that's why I said I'd want to have a lot of money to have like security and stuff to go down there and whatnot, and be with a good group of guys to go with and stuff. But like I said, it inspired me to do this like Baja and style video, and the custom tracks that we do in the future will more or less be like crazy custom tracks where the tubes and all that business are what we're on. Like, as soon as I come around the corner up here, you'll see that the finish line is actually coming down through a tube. There's still like maybe 6 minutes left in the video. I'm just saying you'll see the finish line, and I'll probably do more of those in the crazier cars and whatnot. But see, there's the tube. Oh, whoops, the daisies. Good thing we're not stuck right there, and I can easily flip the truck back over. A little too much grip on the road. But I wanted to get down and do the cunning stunt stuff for a while, and I was going to do more like group play stuff with Jeremy, but Jeremy obviously has been extremely busy and hasn't been around at all, so I was just going to move on and start doing custom tracks myself, because I like playing GTA. I play GTA a lot, actually. I'm not just a moto guy, so get more into GTA now that I have the time. And in my opinion, I think the trophy trucks, which they added in the Cunning Stunts update, was the coolest thing they added. I think it works perfectly for this game. They didn't make it perform physically perfect or anything. Like, the suspension works great. Like, the suspension looks really realistic, but you're able to turn these trucks just way too fast. and they flip about as easy as they do in real life, but you can go around these corners just a little bit faster than I think a real truck would do. But I love it, man. I wish that they made Baja Edge of Control and Baja 1000 the game like in 2008 and 2009, and man, I wish they still did that. Whoops-a-daisies. That's not a good way. Can I get out of the river? Holy crap, how did that work? And we've played Baja 1000 the game on this channel before, but obviously those games are very outdated. The graphics are very old. I still have considered playing it. I am just making a mess. Don't go down the hill. Respawn! Ugh. Wanted to do a clean run, and of course I didn't. But anyway, so we played those games before, and I wish that they did more of those games. You know, I wish they made more of them. It's gotten me interested in wanting to play Fuel, which is also kind of an old game, but it's got a massive map, and it's much like this off-road racing built game. It's not realistic in any sense of the word, but you know, it's still something. I'm actually going to start playing Dirt Rally more. Jeremy was doing a series in Dirt Rally, but with him being gone, I'm going to jump on that and do it myself. And I really like just off-road racing in general. It's probably like one of my second favorite things to pay attention to is the rallying and the desert racing and all that stuff. I mean, I'm freaking in desert racing's front yard. There are so many race shops around where I live. It's it's unreal. Like I could go like 3 minutes away from my house right now and end up at an engine supplier for the Baja 1000 basically at their front doorstep. And the place that they build these, engines and stuff like that, my brother used to work right across from where they have their building now, and my mom used to work next door to where they build those engines. It's like SoCal bro scene, as it's normally called, is basically everybody wearing their caps flat build, and they have lifted trucks and stuff like that. But it all stems from this idea of desert racing and building pre-runners and stuff. Like my brother's built his own pre-runners. My cousin has his own fabrication shop that builds trucks and welds roll cages together and then builds engines, and he used to work at Fox Racing Shocks too. Like I'm very connected to that whole industry in some shape or form, and I like to see when the Baja 1000 goes off pretty successfully. There's only one like major crash this year, but from what I understand, the 2 drivers involved are going to survive. Just unfortunate that one looks like he may have lost his leg, but still, when a Baja 1000 goes off and nobody loses a life and the race winners all have a good time and stuff like that, I always just feel super pleasant that it goes off like that, because I know a lot of the people within that industry kind of personally through my brother and my cousin and stuff like that. And so I found this race, by the way, which is called the Los Santos 1000. And it's by Hay Faber or something like that. And I'll put the link to this in the description so you can play it if you want. It's pretty boring unless you play it with more people, but I just wanted to do it to show off how freaking sick the trophy trucks are in this game and how much land you can cover. I mean, this map is just going and going and going, and we're almost to the end, but you can see we're working all the way to the top of Mount Chiliad here. And then we'll go down in the tube on the backside of it, but I mean, look at how far we've gone. Like, we started, I'll just stop at the top of the hill before I go any farther. There's an airport down there right in front of us, and that's like where the halfway part is, but you can see the city off in the distance over there, and we started in the city, and now we're all the way up on top of Mount Chiliad up here and about to finish the race. But it's just so amazing how vast and diverse the Grand Theft Auto map ended up being. They put a hell of a lot of effort into making this game awesome. And this Cunning Stunts update is very cool too. So this is part of the Cunning Stunts updates where they did the tubes. Oh boy, fuck that up. Okay. Oh shit. Oh yeah, that didn't work out. Almost to the end though, so I'm gonna wrap up this video here as soon as I can get through this section cleanly. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, chatting you through this a little bit, and talking about some desert racing. And happy day after Thanksgiving. Hopefully you're nice and stuffed. And if you like this video, please like it, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys in our future videos where we're going to do more GTA coming up soon. So thanks for watching. Kellen here on Start Your Systems saying so long for now.